need to win. He's won from 4, 17 years of age. He won the SVB Junior Open last year. That was at the US Open 9-ball championships in Atlantic City. Great experience for the young man this week.
Yeah, he only plays 7 years. But his game really kicked on during the COVID quarantine times. His father bought a pool table and then he started practicing 7-8 hours per day.
Sanchez, Ruiz to break.
Really kicked into gear, but he'll be the first one to admit that his defensive game is lacking. And that's being exposed in this tournament. So his game very much relies on pocketing and shot making. But, you know, getting few wins under his belt will eat into his confidence. So let's see how that holds up.
One thing I've noticed so far from Fran, his break is not working yet. He's not found the break in the first 2 days. That is one of his strengths, this break.
He's playing safe, smart.
Well, you called it, Alex. Could have been a little better. I'm not saying it's the worst position you're ever going to find yourself in, but it could have been better, couldn't it?
Yeah. Well, in safety play, it depends on what you have. Sometimes you're in a bad spot, in a trap perhaps, and then, you know, you do good if you don't lose. But this position was a good one to really put the screws down. So I would definitely mark this down as a missed opportunity. Looking a whole lot better, FSR. He flew in yesterday. Nice try. He lost the final of the World 10-ball Championships in Vegas. And he had it all planned out. He could get on his plane to the UK. But then he had to wait an hour for a doping test. Missed the flight. Had to fly the next day. And that's why he came in at 12:30 midday yesterday. That's why he looked like he looked.
Yeah, he's been sleeping upstairs as well when he can in between matches and the breaks. A few players have flown in from America, so obviously they're fighting the jet lag. That'll take 2 or 3 days to get over. What a 12 months he's really having. Sanchez Ruiz won the Derby City Classic 9-ball last year, and since then, well, he's been the man.
He's been on a tear. Not too happy. It's difficult. I mean, your goal when you play, when you try to perform in sports, is to be process oriented. Just think about what you need to do instead of the possible result. Imagine how difficult it is for him. If you've had a year like he has had, how hard is it to not think about your form and not scan your results and check, like, is he checking if his form is coming down?
Yeah, I think the fact that he's the type of character he is, and look at the shot he's left himself here. I mean, there's confidence, and there's confidence. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but you're a few tournaments away, aren't you, from a few bad beats, and then you go back to questioning if you can do it again.
Yeah, that's pull for you. You're always worried about getting into form, and then when you're in form, you're worried about losing it.
Yeah, that was a wild attempt from Khalid.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't going to make that too many times.
only day 2. But the way this tournament, the PLP, has gone for young Alghamdi, it's already a little bit lost out there. Thrown out in the lion's den.
17 years of age, and all this pool this week he can play against some of the greatest to have done it, and some of the greatest that are doing it right now.
I think he came a little further there, FSR, than he'd liked. Now he can thin it. Simple, but effective. Now this TV table slides so much that he can go behind the 8 ball and still have a chance to clip that 5. Look how much it's going to lengthen. Easy. The bank is big with the 9 ball as a sideboard. Quite a bit of cut still, means he would lose the cue ball. Or lose, he would need to work that cue ball to go around table. Did he look at the 6-7 or at the carom? No, looked at the 6-7.
This is the type of shot I used to hate, Alex.
This?
Yeah.
Well, this is all right.
Yeah, but I just used to hate it, honestly. I'd butcher this one right up.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it was easy, but I'm saying I just used to butcher them. I just couldn't.
but then your head's gone.
Yeah, my
right?
head was gone. Them shots. There's no two ways about it. Yeah.
I mean, the aim is okay. Cue ball is okay. You can roll the ball.
Francesco Sanchez Ruiz
Steady.
First rack.
Bit of a strange opening rack there, but it's gone the way the world champs. Who wins the opener?
Yeah, I like Sanchez Ruiz, how he has developed over the past year. He has really learned how to win matches also when he's performing below par.
Yeah, some of the matches he has won over the last 12 months. He's been in the Lions Den, he's played some of the big names in the big stage, the Biliardos.
The second rack, Khalid Alghamdi to break.
Changs, all these
Trailing
players.
On the right to 0.
He's really struggling, FSR. Look at him in the chair. Oh my. Just physically.
Yeah, unfortunately, after this match, he will play again later on. He's playing Seo Seoa from Korea. That's the 4th match on this table. And then after that, he can go to bed.
Yeah. But the question is if his body knows that it's time to sleep. That's the thing with the jet lag. You're dead tired, you go to bed and wake up 2 hours later. And your body thinks it took an afternoon nap.
Yeah, you wake up fresh thinking I'm ready to go and look at the clock, it's 2 AM. Time to put Netflix on.
Swing it round. Now he's coming across the line of aim on the 4. It's not ideal. This. Ideally, you come into the line of aim from the rail and then track towards your next shot. But he's good enough. Nice. Now, is he gonna play it compact, go to the right side of the 9, or look for space to the left side?
Melling's won another rack over on table number 2. He leads Pagulayan 3-1.
If Melling wins that match, then Albin Ocean is the last remaining undefeated player in the field. Mind you, a 2-time winner of this PLP event.
Yeah, the inaugural PLP used to be called the Championship League, the CLP, but a change in name. Effectively, it was the same event. So he is a 2-time
Khalid Alghamdi.
defending champion. Can he win it for a 3rd? That would be some feat in this format.
Oh, he's looking good. He's on track, but he, more than anyone here, knows what a long campaign it is in Leicester. Because the editions, especially the first edition, the one he ended up winning, he has seen players shine in the first couple of days and then, you know, fall behind.
Third rack.
FSR to break.
Sanchez Ruiz to break.
Now let's see what he's got. Struggled a little bit so far. Not been making the 1 consistently. Cue ball's going low every time.
A lot of mental preparation for the break. I like that. Liked it also with Soufi, Mohamed Soufi, the World Championships. Before every break, he really took maybe 20 seconds to visualize and really see the cue ball path. I think he can bank that 2 ball back to the 3 and then go towards the 8 ball with the cue ball. This works. It's also the quality of a player to be able to choose what kind of safety you're playing, at what time, what moment, what opponent. Sometimes you play to be good enough, and sometimes you really play to force an error. Okay. Big jump.
First stroke. On.
It's not often you see the pro pool players not get over the ball.
And please start the clock.
I think it was the worry of the scratch, the cue ball or another ball flying off of the table, that made him de-accelerate a little bit or hold back on the speed. Table isn't as difficult as it might seem because he has a natural route towards the 4. From the 4, come back or go to the right by a diamond would be good enough for position on the 5. Didn't manage to get on the left side of the 4. So don't see him get real close to the 5.
You could just see Pagulayan in the background there. He won the 5th rack. He pulls one back as he trails Mellin 3-2.
So, big shot here. Let's take a look at Sanchez's execution. Playing it with low right, cue ball will track towards his side pocket. Tricky shot. With inside going 3 rails, super difficult as well. Can play to bump the 6. Oh wow. Wow, wow. How did he hit that?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Look at the cue ball.
Looks easy, but it's very easy to miss these balls. Wet and clean as well.
Super shot. And he's staying still. Very much so. So this is a thing he wasn't able to do 4 years ago. Now if he's on his game, in his high gear, he's a little more dynamic. You'll see him move a little more. But now he knows it's time to work. Staying still on every shot.
Francesco Sanchez.
Nice out. Very good.
Was a good out. As he takes a 2-1 lead, we'll be back in a couple of minutes after this short break.
By 2-1.
Khalid Alghamdi to break in rack 4. This break, he's lacking something. It's lacking a ball. It wasn't the worst of hits, was it?
A little thick, but I'm not an expert in this break. It's also in 9-ball, if you miss confidence, you do all the things right, it seems, but you miss the X factor. You know, at Moscone Cup in December, we weren't being productive on the break, and at some point we started saying, okay, just break like you mean it. Just break and expect to make a ball. Sometimes players get so methodical and scientific. Yeah, it's like 60% hit, this speed, so much spin.
Ball in it.
Don't forget to hit the ball.
And please start the clock.
Yeah, at this level, them 2 rail kicks, you've simply just got to make sure you hit the 1 ball, give him ball in hand up. Well, it just ain't going to cut it.
So the challenge will be not to get from the 3 to the 4. But needs to have a correct angle on the 4 to get back to the 5 again, because the 5 does not pass the 6. I don't know if it passes the 8 ball.
Extension, please.
30 seconds per shot. Needs some more time. So the 4 doesn't seem to pass the 7 to the pocket top right. Can consider to have a straight position on the 3. Went forward, angled. So this is, I think, top spin. And then in... Oh no, he's drawing. I don't know what he's doing, and he's not decided yet. He's still looking.
Yeah, initially I thought that was the shot.
You thought this was the shot? Well, now I see the cue ball there. It was the shot. It's the kind of combination, if you set it up right, it's an easy one. It's a hanger. Land 5 inches short or long with the cue ball and it's missable.
Yeah, I think my instinct was saying that, but maybe he just decided to sit back and take another look. Pagalion wins another rack over on table 2. Matchroom Multisport YouTube channel if you want to watch that match as well. He's tied that one up 3-3. Ruiz 3-1 up. Things are going okay for the world number 1.
Yeah, Pagalion, it's only day 2, but let me not call it boredom, but just a routine of day-to-day business here. You know, he's getting a little anxious. He's becoming more playful, Pagalion. You saw that. We were doing 3-ball, 1 pocket with Khalid, Alghamdi and Pagalion. He's getting there. Pulled off some trick shots, the Filipino-Canadian. And he is the oldest player in the field, Pagalion. The second oldest. Oh, of course, Earl Strickland. Yes. Now an easy hit for Alghamdi. Let's go. Is he bringing his jump cue? No, he went to get his chalk.
Yeah, Earl Strickland, the oldest player in the field. He's up next. The 61-year-old. Unfortunately, he's only won 1 match out of 5. He's playing Conrad next. That's not going to work. Khalid's just not happening, is it, at the minute? In a lot of his matches, it's all going wrong.
Please start the clock.
Yeah, unforeseen. The scratch off the 6. It's a nice way to go to your next shot off of the rail. There, it's good. Now that 4 doesn't pass the 7, so we can look to kill the cue ball. Stay below the 4 and 7.
Starts to get the spring in his step, doesn't he, Sanchez? When he starts hopping around the table.
Yeah. Rhythm comes when the cue ball ends up in the correct position, shot after shot. Let's see if he stays still here. Needs to come closer to the 7 and keep an angle. Straight draw. Or all the way up table, or a moderate draw shot.
Yeah, SVB would play that. He loves that shot. Really unleashing the power. Sanchez plays with a smaller extension in the butt of the cue. I'm not sure how long he's used that for. I think he has been using it over the 12-month period of his success. There's nothing wrong with playing it that way. Just certain players like to use the back rail.
Yeah, he hits those well. They go in clean. FSR 4-1 the lead. Takes full advantage of Alghamdi's misfortune.
Yeah, he's in a high gear at the minute, and why wouldn't he be? Just look at the list of tournaments he has won. This has been a good match on table 2. Mellin at the table, This is to get himself on the hill. Pagaline kicked a few balls. That seems to be all he's had, and that's going to be good enough. Melling, bit of it up and down so far in the first couple of days, but he's going along okay. 4-3.
Listen, he beat SVB earlier, and now 4-3 up. Would be two very good scalps.
9 balls close.
Ooh, how can that not drop?
Take another look at this. How did the 9 not fall?
Pretty amazing that. Can attack the 3 ball to the left and swing the cue ball around. End up below the 4. Offense and defense. Wow.
Good shot from the youngster.
Yeah, very good. There was no built-in defense on that shot. All in. Nice. Some good ball striking. Showing resilience. Can't see him go wrong from here. Carl, whatever might happen in this match and in the whole PLP for Khalid Alghamdi, it's moments like these that he needs to draw the lessons from. Great bounce back finish in Rec 6.
Welcome back. The young 17-year-old has won the last rack. He stays alive in this match.
The hill leading by 4 racks to 2.
Ruiz to break though for the match and the point.
Nice. Did you see how far he went towards center table with the cue ball?
Yeah, most players are playing from the very extreme edge of the box. Looks where Ruiz is putting the cue ball.
Not an easy layout. It's all about the position to the 5 ball. Nice shot. Hit it nice on a TV table. If you miss-hit that cue ball on this type of shot by 2 millimeters, you end up losing the cue ball. And this means that he can prepare a perfect position on the 4. So it's either top side of the 5, from the 4 to the 5, for a tight cut to the side pocket, or go towards the 9 with the cue ball. No, he's going top side of the 5. Good speed. How did you hit it? How did he hit it? Best shot of the match.
Yeah, that was very nicely done indeed. So easy to underhit this, overhit it. Over under the table, I've been watching the other screen. Melin had a carom to win the match. He missed it. Pagaline's at the table, trailing 4-3.
So the work is done.
Nearly done.
Nearly done, yeah. And that's impressive because we've been talking about FSR, tired, played a lot of high pressure pool, flew in, jet lag, suffering, blah blah. But if we would calculate what he has shown us, like his TPA, total performance average, he has played a real good match. The chain is as strong as its weakest link. That's probably the reason why FSR won all those titles. Yes, he has a high gear, but the difference between now and 3 years ago is that he has learned to perform with his B and C game.
Yeah, if this was like a race to 11, 10, 10 in a big major final, this is not an ideal position on the 8. But look at how he hit it, Alex. Look at how he hit that ball.
Yeah, beautiful finish.
What a match. What a win in the end. Good finish there. Tricky layouts. Sanchez gets the job done. He leads 5 racks to do. He will be back a little bit later. Up next, after the break, Earl the Pearl Strickland.